Greetings, everyone. My apologies. I don't know what everybody saw, but I think my graphics driver crashed. And so, yeah. Let me just get everything rebooted back up. I'm not going to do like a full setup of everything, but I just need to double check, make sure everything's up and going. Yeah, looks like everything's going. I think the Rumble stream is still technically the same stream. YouTube may be a different stream. I'm a little bit curious what it looks like on the Rumble stream. I can't really say for sure. But, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and reboot up the game. I'll have to restart the local recording. And let's hope my game or computer driver doesn't crash again. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Take 2, because previous time I was trying to cast this, the game crashed, but I wasn't too far in. On bottom left side as the yellow English, we have Yusuke Twitch. Spawn top right side as the blue Delhi Sultan, we have Il Yomya. Since it's more or less Take 2, I'm fast forwarding a little bit because I've already seen all this stuff and I don't really want to start completely over. Got quite a bit of deer and berries up here for blue, while all of this gold spawned down south. Berries and deer a little bit far forward, a little bit more exposed. Same for the English deer deposit. Down south has a bit of boar, gold, and stone, but there's a lot more stone and gold up here with a deer deposit as well. So we may see a better expansion direction leftwards for yellow, better expansion direction for rightwards for the Delhi Sultanate. We do have farms now going up nice and early. Got Abbey Kings and Tower of Victory. Delhi Sultan can get some very nice man-at-arms. And overall, I think overall, Delhi Sultan, if built right, with the House of Learning plus 3 damage, I think Delhi Sultan man-at-arms with the House of Learning plus 3 damage and the Tower of Victory, I think they are superior to English man-at-arms with armor clad. And with the network castles, network citadel, well, definitely better with network castles. I don't know who will win out between network citadels or Tower of Victory with a plus extra damage overall. But either way, Delhi Sultan man-at-arms can be very nice. We do now have a Ghazi Raider on the field. King's now being employed on the field, and this Ghazi Raider is pushing forward. He may be on just a handful of Ghazi Raiders just to counter the king, hunt him down. And Blue Scout is moving around. That's roughly where my game crashed. Not my game crashed, but actually my graphics driver crashed. In the mini-map, this looks like it's completely not traversable. You can see by the brush down here, but that looks like traversable right here. But maybe not necessarily right there. The king has been found. We got 3 Ghazi Raiders. That's be more than plenty with the king. The king has incredibly slow attack speed. Even slower than the Ghazi Raiders, who hit harder but slower. Or horsemen. They're slightly more expensive, costing what, 240? Or 140, not 240. I've never seen Ghazi Raiders being super effective for the most part. I think if Ghazi Raiders were to receive any sort of buff, maybe a slight discount, maybe a -5, maybe -10 resources. Would it be food or maybe wood? I just feel like they don't perform enough for their price. But they're still a pretty nice horseman variant. I mean, horseman's base damage is what? 9? These guys have 12, so they do have, like you want to say, a 33% attack increase. They have, what, 125, 120 health versus 135, so slight health increase. Of course, they do hit pretty slow as well. Standard Horseman's attack speed is 1.75. These guys hit for 2. They do have a little bit higher multipliers as well. Maybe it's one of those things I need to sit down and do a bit more math. But I think these guys are not really worth the cost compared to regular horsemen, if my offhand math is incorrect. So maybe just a discount of 5 resources may make them a little bit better. But that could just me not really looking at them all too well. After all, there's nothing that Deadly Silent really improves the Ghazi Raiders. They have no unique research now, do they? And I think elephants are usually the premier cavalry if you want to go for super cavalry play. So now the King's Palace not being put on the field. The English player did not go secondary town center, so this will give him a secondary town center. The Delhi Sultanate player is not aging up anytime soon. Nowhere near enough gold. Halfway enough food. So it needs roughly 600, 400 resources. Maybe eyeing for that now. And remember as well, Ghazi Raiders not Ghazi Raiders, Delhi Sultanate doesn't really have time attacks, and falling behind attack means the English players are going to have a pretty sizable tech advantage. Granted, Lancers and Crossbows don't require additional tech, other than the age up itself. And Spearmen are always decent as a counter unit, but they will fall off quite hard versus the Castle Age Knights. Ivan Delhi Sultanate players going to go for House of Learning since went for the Tower of Victory. Though I could be mistaken. The Compound Defender is not bad as well, because getting the earlier access to the Village Fortress research is very nice. One thing you could do is while he's aging up, he can collect up stone, try to get a early keep, not only for defense, but also for the early research. All the 6 sites is claimed up by Blue, so Blue has a nice little economic spike. He does have only slightly less villagers at the moment since the King's Palace only recently deployed on the field. So right now Blue does technically have a superior economy thanks to those sacred sites, each one providing 125 gold, which is effectively 3 villagers times 3, so 9 additional villagers. And Blue has invested quite a bit of army. English player needs to get a small force out of the field to be a counter. Even though these Ghazi Raiders do have +2 damage for heavy, it's not really a hard counter. It's more of a soft counter to the heavy units. Things it just gives a little bit of extra punch, but not something you really should focus. Castle Age now complete for the Delhi Sultanate player. What type of landmark did he go for again? House of Learning, so he will have the very nice man-at-arms. The only problem is as well, I prefer Delhi Sultanate man-at-arms, but if you build them out properly over English man-at-arms, but the English economy is more geared towards man-at-arms production with the absurd improved farming with a little bit extra gold to be mixed on in. This map is very reasonable to secure your trade as well, so you can get extra supplementary gold income as well. Blue has a good field control on the map. He's first going for the Hardy Rations research, so he will get better economy from that. Usually people get the +3 damage first, since it also affects both the man-at-arms and the Lancer. You can get some very nice Lancers as well. When it comes to Lancers and Knights, the Rus may have some of the best Knights when it comes to that. It's just their economy's not really geared towards that, especially with discounted Streltsy. King is dead. These Knights may be next. Scholar does go down. And if he scouts out his opponent quite well enough, You should know that the English player is not featured on the map. The Deadly Stolen player, he always has survival techniques complete, or professional scouts. He could go for a round of scouts and start trying to grab all the deer on the map. That can help him prolong needed the usage of any sort of farms. He has good berries, so that also does help out supplement his food income, which are about equal to deer, honestly. But he could grab this deer. Is very easy to grab, so you can easily grab that deer. This deer is very exposed as well. I do believe the Deadly Sultan player should eye for a round of scouts. Blue does have a round of farms here. It's very deposit a little too far forward to collect on up, but like I said, you can bring the deer to him. Gonna go for some lancers now. We got a spearman, Ghazi Raider, and some crossbowmen deployed in the field as well. And the knight is falling back. He's going for some longbowmen. You know, it's sort of weird. You don't really see longbowmen too much anymore in the high level play. Most of the time, English players just rely on the castle a bit more. I remember when I first started casting the game, English just relied on spearmen, longbowmen for the longest time, not even really mixing man-arms in Age 2. But now it seems like the English playstyle has been largely either early eco or early castle. But we have a good number of longbowmen people on the field, somewhat of a refreshing. This one is going some lancers, which of course would be very useful against the longbowmen. He has also English player could go for a spearman or his own man-at-arms to help hold the line for the longbowmen. But he's going for a large number of longbowmen. It's much like when it comes to Age 4 landmarks, I am a little bit biased with the Wormguard Palace because it has a lot of unique, fun units. But in this map, with how lenient it is, Berkshire Palace is probably the better option. With Deadly Sultanate, you can either get a landmark to provide you food or a landmark to provide you gunpowder elephants. Both are very nice to have. And I can never tell you which one's a better option. Gunpowder elephants always just seem like a fun option, as opposed to just getting food income. Food income is food income, which does combo a little bit better with the House of Learning, since you get, of course, additional research. 6 more research does add up to, I forget how much the food is per week. Like 12, right? The king does take a severe amount of damage. The king is dead, along with a knight. There's a lot of units here hitting these English lancers. He has good number of longbowmen. The problem is he has no blacksmith research to go along with them, so he's able to engage the spearmen quite well, but he has nothing to stop these Ghazi Raiders or lancers. Yeah, I don't think the lancer longbowmen transition was a good idea. Of course, they do hit hard, and they able to put holes in these Ghazi Raiders quite nicely. They only have +1 range armor, +1 range damage on the way for the English player. There's a couple of hardened spearmen deployed by the English player. He's not gotten veteran research just yet for them. And blue does fall back there. The capital provides a good fire support. Plus, man, as well, the English capitals do have 2 arrows rather than just 1. Does make a difference, especially versus the heavier units. And right now, blue has a good number of crossbowmen, which ironically right now, not that useful. It's not pulling out a whole large number. Nice. Getting a couple more now. Going for some more hardened spearmen, more veteran longbowmen. Veteran spearman research on the way. I think he has the +3 damage. Yes, he has +3 damage on his lancers. And also does, of course, affect the man-at-arms, who also have the increased attack speed. I also have this relatively new research you get from House of Learning. I just don't like the icon. The icon does not match the other icons. Not enough black shading. I think the icon itself is actually too large. And probably does not match the ratios of the other icons. In fact, it seems also pretty small there as well, so maybe trim off the excess see-through of that icon and maybe look a bit better. Great slices there, taking out a good number of villagers. He does not have textiles, which means these guys will 2-shot the villagers without a charge attack. And side note as well, it does do a change weapon action, or whatever this game's version of the change weapon. So it doesn't show the +3 damage from the research. It just it actually sets the base damage. Sorry, I know a little bit too much about Company Heroes 2, how stuff works in that game, and this uses the same engine, so use a change weapon action. And if they were to ever fix this in the system where rather than have this base damage, they could do a change weapon action so it swaps up the weapon, keep the same base damage, but also get the +3 damage, and voila. It will show the +3. So I have trouble with these Lancers. He could keep some Spearmen here to help protect them. We could also use Longbowmen to stay nearby and set up some palings. Got Gunner Man-at-Arms here. He needs more Crossbowmen, Man-at-Arms, and Knights. All of them be useful. More Spearmen fortunately for trying to deal with Lancers and Ghazi Raiders. They will have trouble versus these Man-at-Arms. Crossbowman being focused down by the English Longbowman, very nice. The villagers going down. Blue so far kill off 27 villagers. The village count is even. And all the sacred sites still captured by Blue. So Blue's economy is just superior at the moment. Also even more villagers. English players trying to pull out some more Crossbowmen, very good. And he has 3 minutes till victory via Sacred Site. Right now, Yellow has an army 17 versus 31. The battle is significantly favoring Blue. We also got some of these Tower Elephants. They are armed with bows, which has same bow range, but excellent damage of 17. Elephants also have absurdly high range armor, and I believe they're not classified as heavy. Don't see the heavy tag there. So the crossbowmen will not do bonus damage to them. Spearmen and horsemen will, though. We do now have the Maohaut's research. Will effectively give his elephant same move speed as crossbowmen and man-at-arms, which actually is a very important research. Makes it, I think, just slightly so. I think it puts them all to 1.10 versus 1.12. I think it's 1.125 more precisely. But that increased movement speed makes it so his formations don't move slower. At least the infantry formations. These players going for a large number of spearmen, longbow. Still has a good number of longbow, going for a large amount of crossbowmen. But the Tower Elephants, I think, are a very good transition. He sees opponents going for longbowmen and the crossbowmen. So Tower Elephants will basically be immune to him. 9 range armor. Even the longbowmen's higher damage will just do 1 versus them. So longbowmen not usable. Crossbowmen do hit pretty hard. But right now 14 damage just gets shrunk down to 5, which is still not great, especially when the target has 600 health. Additionally, he has good number of man-at-arms in the field. Longbowmen will have a bit of trouble there. Crossbowmen still be useful. He's migrating the crossbowmen to allow them to stay alive. So and Long will take the damage. Spearmen takes good damage on these Tower Elephants, but since they can move and shoot like Mag and Die, they are very useful kiting those Spearmen. And Spearmen are only slightly faster with the Maohaut research. And Yellow's arm is starting to get disintegrated, and Yellow does back the game. It's Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on the next replay. Before I start the next replay, I do need to make a quick restroom break. I'll be right back. my apologies, I'm back. Let's see, let's find another player. If anybody's in the stream, just send a message saying, hey, cast me, and insert gamer tag here. Got orangutan. Let's see, the one I'm looking for is all capitalized, right? Yes. So, 1 out of 2. And it's hidden. Technically, I did just cast this guy, but I was looking through the other player's lens. It's hidden nonetheless. See if you have any replays. Got some exposed replays. Let's see if any of them's any good. And I determined good with a decent length. 27 minutes. That should be a decent one to start out with. I try to eye a minimum 25. If I have trouble finding replays, my standards tend to shrink. Can't say if that's a good standard, but it's my standard. Granted, I think I also don't see many of the, also making me a bit of a bias of what I see, like with the lack of long button I usually see nowadays, as I cast longer replays. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the blue Abbasid Dynasty with Warm Retold. Wait, is the Retold supposed to be a Age of Mythology Retold reference? And spawn top right side as the red Chinese with Kaiser Johan. I'm assuming that's Johan, not Johan. Johans. Oh, either way. In terms of map generation, oh, look at this. Chinese player has both his deer deposits and the boar right next to each other. This is a great spot for expansion. There's also some sheeple nearby. You can claim them and lead them to glory and not to slaughter, right? Abbasid Dynasty does have advanced berries, so let's keep an eye on the berries. Deer deposit a little bit forward, a little bit exposed, but relatively close by. Another berry deposit here. A large berry deposit's back here with the gold deposit, and your own pet dog nearby. Give him head pats. Not Abbasid Dynasty. The House of Wisdom, which of course is available to have Abbasid Dynasty, is going for the economic ring research, so you may be eyeing for a faster expansion. Usually if you see a fast castle, it's usually the culture wing. Hero Academy. Chinese, their standard build order seems like, at least in the replays I cast, is Fast Song Dynasty to a secondary town center. At least the minimum Fast Song Dynasty. He's also building the Imperial Academy for one village. It's not really on to build all too quickly. Granted, this research doesn't exactly take, is not exactly fast either. You've got Stone Collection here, so he's eyeing for a secondary town center. If Red Scout's spotted, that should give him a sense of safety. And then it'll be up to him if he wants to retaliate or just play his own eco game. It gives him options what to do. Bardican's Son being deployed out next to deer deposits. I like this. I honestly think the secondary town center in this region wouldn't be half bad. It will provide 8+8 villager protection as well, so you can keep 16 villagers more on the field. Plus he has 2 wood deposits for actually providing natural foliage coverage over here. I just realized something as well. Blue has a wood deposit spawn very far away. Yeah, red sort of spawned in the center as well, and it also sort of looks like its own little splotch natural to the map. Scout receives some fire. Yep, and it's just a scout just getting plinked a little bit. I'm going to fast forward since it's more the eco phase. And looks like Red's now eyeing for his own secondary town center as well. Abbasid Dynasty player has got a second town center field, but he's also going heavy amounts of stone collection. He's getting a 3rd town center. Song Dynasty will make it so his villagers build 25% faster for the Chinese player, so having 2 town centers, but effectively 2.5 town centers. And there's maybe one reason why the Abbasid Dynasty is going for 3 town centers. He does the foodstuffs research, so his villagers are much cheaper, so it's easy to support multiple town centers, which he's deploying it next to a berry deposit. Maybe better to go for the deer deposit, but also gives him a jump off point to the large gold deposit center. That large gold deposit spawned pretty close by to his base. I mean, if I were to angle the camera just poorly, it would be more than one screen length away. Granary there. Oh, he also heard all the deer near the Bardic Sun. Maybe good idea to still go for mill right here to help mill the deer into thin red paste. Okay, so let's go for some basic walls. Abstinencies also has, like, in my opinion, the best economy in the entire game. The Golden Age Tier 1 is one of the best economic benefits in the entire game, in my opinion. After all, you basically get free +1 research pretty quickly before you got any other research going. More wooden walls over here. Scout moving around. Keep being seized. It's going to supervise the granary to improve the food drop-off. So he may not want to add a second mill, so you can make sure it gets all the additional drop-off will probably pay out in the long run. And we've got a quadruple town center here. And we've got second town center right next to the first one, the Mr. Krabs build style. Building one right next to the other for the money. It's going really good for the money. Astronomical clock tower being blown in field. So right now it's 4 villager queues versus just 2.5. Military wing now being researched, which will of course give him 2 free camel riders, and as well as some good military upgrades in the form of composite bowmen and boot camp. And Abstinency can get some really nice infantry. Palace Guard, of course, the faster but lightly armored heavy infantry. Eloms, since they like to hit units with lower armor, Eloms will be just fine versus them if they can catch up to them. Local Gago demands the stick that he has in his hand. You monster. Red Scout may destroy this house. Military wing still being built. Destroys the palisade gate there. Very nice. Palisade gate does cost 25 wood. And he is just keeping the palisade, palace guard right there. It does a couple slices. Since he sees other walls being built, he may just want to not be holding ground and start stabbing the villagers. More palace guards before. There's still... Nope, that's ghosted. And one thing he could have done is he could have let this palisade wall be built, and they may have auto-built them and trapped themselves in there with the palace guard. And you gotta be very careful when deleting wall segments, because if you were to delete, say, this one here, it may cause opening there. Oh, maybe not. Palace guard is trying to create another opening. Does find the camel riders there. Camel riders are very healthy. They have no inherent armor and decent damage. XP is also pretty high as well. Chinese players going for some crossbowmen. Abstinency is going for camel archers and going for zone crossbowmen. In that composition, Zoom Canoes actually may be a bit more useful. Red's bringing in palace guards from multiple angles. Right now it's 82 versus 71 villagers. Additional 1.5 villager queues does not really make you skyrocket villagers. That does give a nice little advantage. Scout down. This training post could be securable as well. He could eye for a round of walls there. Get a single trade post. Start slowly introducing traders into his economy. Palace guard do fall back there. You may hear my drink open up. Sorry about that. Crossbowman just trying to put out fires from those torches. Camel Rider does find the palace guard. Oh, and Red has claimed one relic and picked another 3 up. His faster castle will result in more relics. In fact, potentially all 5 relics. So this one could be intercepted. He sees his army there. The monk needs to go a bit more of an upwards direction. And monk's dead. 4 out of 5 relics is still pretty good, especially when you get pagodas. It may incentivize them to go for a faster Yuan dynasty to get those pagodas. But now we've got some granaries over here. Very nice. The deer have been largely seized. Pumbaa could still be seized as well. Doesn't take much to disturb Hakuna Matata. Plus, he doesn't have to bring it back all the way over here. Got a new granary here. Another granary there. Don't know exactly what's the best formation for granaries, but that's definitely a unique one. That farm's a little bit not well placed, in my opinion. Oh, we do now some battery rams being deployed on the field. Very nice. Right now, Red does have a smaller army. Valley is in favor of Blue as well. Red does have a single nest of bees. More battery rams now being deployed on the field. Crossbow and palace guards just being deployed on the field. More clock tower and nest of bees. That's a lot of battery rams. Blue's going to try to end the game now. Or at least in the near future. Near future could be defined up to 30 minutes from now. He's not about camel archers, but they're not being veteran, so he's not eyeing for any more. Pumbaa now being cleaned up here by 6 villagers. Red has lost a villager. I think a villager may have been gored by the boar. Veterans are straightforward. Didn't last all too long. Oh, Nest Bee behind the clock tower. I first thought it was the Great Gatehouse at first. We're now a crossbowman, but neither side had. Oh, there's no. Oh, there's a handful of kills, nothing too significant. Overall, Zunch News would generally be better. Battery rams will batter down the Barrack in the Sun. Some of these villagers are going to go on down there. Palace guard trying to stop them. Good volley there. Barrack in the Sun does go down there. Battery slowly going down there. Crossbowman moving around. Very healthy number crossbowman. All the barons have gone down. Barrack Sun has been destroyed. Really a minor victory. It's a nice defensive structure, not a super important one. Got some villagers on the berries and on the gold there. In fact, good number of these guys could go down. Red can't be losing villagers. A lot of overkill on these villagers. He needs to make sure he splits his fire. Wolf getting some bites here. Now he's going to ask for head pass from Red. 11 crossbowman there. He does have boot camp. Blue is streaming some units on in, but we've got a full keep here, as well as a massive number of Nest Bees. 5 clock tower Nest Bees in the field, 2 more on the build queue. That's a hive of bees, really. More of these villagers going on down. Local doggo does go down there. Good volley there. Trade wing now being resourced. Abstinency is going just to age up. He may eye for a bit of trade as well. Abbasid Dynasty has some of the best traders in the game. if not the best traders in the game, honestly. Gain plus 55% more effectiveness. Does cost a bit of research, however. Wolf will go down. He's queued up one trading post. I think he only needs the one. He has right now too many villagers. He has some villager queues still going. He needs to cut those villager queues. Yep, finishing off a couple more. So you will be approaching 160 villagers. And with the trade wing, does get a handful of free traders as well. Was it 4 or 5? 5. Outpost does go down. Nest of Bees sieging down the region, splashes down some of the villagers. Got a large amount of villagers on that gold deposit. I think he needs to go for a second mining camp over here. Outpost set ablaze. And blue is just trying to seize the gold on the map. All 6 sites captured up by blue as well. Blue's in a very increasingly good position, taking time to build some keeps as well, help them keep those sacred sites. Villagers do take a bit of damage there. Got a number of horsemen on the field. Red, we need to count out some more Palace Guard or Spearmen. He also needs to eye the age up. Can't tell you if the Spirit Way or the Great Decayed House would be better. He needs to be a bit more aggressive, so maybe the Spirit Way would be better. Those is a good number of villagers there. Blue has replacements. He also needs to call maybe 30 villagers. Maybe a little bit more so you can get some traders going. Improve processing, so give him a lot more free resources there. Now I've got a red keep being built out here. And looks like the keep is hitting some of the Red's villagers quite significantly. He is going the Spirit Way, very good. Red does cancel the keep, and there's also all these forces over there, so he's not likely to get that keep built. Keep does have 8 range, which matches the range of these Nest of Bees. Mangonels do have 9 range, so Mangonels can outrange basic fire from the keep, not necessarily from the Spring Golem placement. Now we got Battle Hardened Elite Palace Guards being researched by the Chinese player. He needs to get some more research to get that elite army tactics. Trying to see some of the stone here. Losing these villagers. 20 here, that's acceptable losses. Elon's straightforward, so he may not even need to lose the villagers, but here comes Nest of Bees with campaign level damage. Nest of Bee does go down there. Blue will lose his army. His villagers do migrate away from there. Let's go behind that stone deposit now. Up north, got these horsemen straight forward. Got another keep being plotted here. Red has gone for heavy amounts of keeps in this region. Maybe a little bit too many keeps, honestly. Also partially blocking some of the granary locations. You may want to go for a mill or two here. More walls being repaired on up. Blue's trying for more keeps. Red will need to seize one of these sacred sites. We do have double keep here as well, so both players just entrenching hard. Gotta keep at least one keep per sacred site. Red's trying to pull out some more palisade walls there. Red is going for some bombards in this clock tower. Yep, the clock tower bombards. Also has the Paris clock tower bomb spring golds. We do have unclock tower culverins deployed by his opponent, and as well as some bombards of his own. Imperial Palace, I'll put him the Yuan Dynasty. Allowing his palace guard to move fast. Almost as fast as Lancers. We're also going to see some Absent Dynasty hand cannoneers. Both Absent Dynasty and the Chinese can get very nice hand cannoneers. Pyrotechnics getting additional range, always quite nice. Absent Dynasty's boot camp also affects the hand cannoneers, making them very healthy. So it's less likely to lose them. There's a large number of palace guards not being pulled on the field. There's Yuan Dynasty now, so palace guards move at 1.58. Lancers in comparison move at 1.62. So they're only slightly slower. Combat strategy charge will of course let them keep up. Even against sportsmen. Red's trying to get more of the stone here. Lost a decent number of villagers. Now down below 100 villagers. You can eye for around his own traders if he needs more civilians going. Got more horsemen engaged in these villagers. Horsemen do go down there. House guard a little bit idle. Still just too many villagers for the Absent Dynasty. But when the big conflicts happen, he has plenty of resource reserves, has a lot of food, a lot of gold, a lot of stone, just missing out on a little bit of wood. More stone walls being built over here, not to protect the trading post. Red does have 4 minutes to stabilize the sacred sites. Now we've got a bombard in place here. Nails one of these bombards. Good damage there on those keeps. And I've got the pyrotechnics research as well. Triple bombard. We'll report these quite quickly. Got now these palace guards trying to find another opening to gauge, trying to hit these bombards. Outpost goes down as well. Looks like okay, that's his Bardic of the Sun. It's not been repaired on up. But that's a villager or two to get that repaired up. Bombards do go down. This keep has been destroyed as well as opening. This gold's almost fully seized. Horsemen trying to raid the villagers once again. Sacred sites tend to be decaptured. That will stall them out a little bit, but nothing too significant. Villagers trying to get on out of there. House guards destroying that outpost there, and everything's getting passed back. Red could eye for some battering rams to help him push this region. 3 minutes remaining. So I believe the Absent player should just, once these villagers get some building, delete them. Or have Red back of the game. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I was not expecting that ending. The Absent Dynasty player was in a good position, so... Not that button. Same players, shorter game. Same players, shorter game. Even shorter game. Oh, got a decent resize replay here. I already did Delhi Sultanate and Chinese. I'm just curious what's nearby. More Delhi Sultanate. Keep an eye on that one. 40 seconds, perfect. let's head up to this replay and then move on to the next player. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPars 4 replay. Spawn on the south side as the red Delhi Sultan, we have Warm Retold. Spawn on the top left side as the magenta Chinese, we have Kaiser Yuan. When it comes to map generation, Delhi Sultan does have the improved berries, so gotta keep an eye on that. We got a decent deer deposit here. Berries a little bit farther forward, and that is the large berry deposit. See extra berry bushes here. The smaller one that's nearby is a little bit to the right, a little bit more exposed well. There's all in front of the tree deposit. A bit of gold deer deposit and stone be in front of him as well, so maybe a good spot for secondary town center would be next to this gold. Try to corral the deer to the secondary town center. A bit more gold and stone here. 3 stone deposits right here. For the English player, or not English player, Chinese player. Of course, he is prizing the sheep collection, gets a bit of taxable income as well. Find some more sheep there. Got a decent amount of foliage here. Deer deposit in a pretty safe spot there. Easy to wall this in. A little bit exposed there, but you should be able to get this gold deposit nice and secure as well. A couple small wood deposits back here as well. Tower Victory and First Imperial Academy being put on the field, so Delhi Sultan player maybe eyeing. Maybe he's going for the Bardic in the Sun. Oh wait. He knows against Delhi Sultan. He wants to build the Bardic in the Sun in the center of the map to deny the Sig site from being captured. This will be a later age up as well. He's tasked 4 villagers onto it, while on C2. This is a lot of villagers now not collecting. Red does spot this. You're welcome. If you, I don't know, this may sound a little bit bad. If you want me to cast any of your replays, if you have any replays, I'm more than willing to. Just send me just type in your gamer tag and make sure your replays are open. I'll leave that up to you. Red has now aged on up. Tower Victory can get you some very nice units. Stable being put on the field, eyeing for a bit of stability in his life. Aren't we all? Imperial Academy now being put on the runes of the Imperial Academy. And it does get placed on down, which does of course improve the taxable income here. Not a problem. Scout moving around. Do have decent deer. He does put the deer deposit. I think I already mentioned that. Red, of course, gets free research, so professional scouts can always be a possibility. All the deer is dead here, so maybe it's time for actually utilizing professional scouts. Ghazi Raid is being pulled in the field, so I shall slow down the replay. This villager try to bop the sheep. That sheep is going to be a general one day. He's going to lead armies of battle. It won't go down to a mere bop. Villagers get inside the village. How fitting. Of course, Imperial Official had to get in there as well. That's not a place for a person of his stature. He needs more spearmen. Got more spearmen being pulled on the field. They're not hardened spearmen just yet. So they actually do lack quite a bit of bonus damage. I think their bonus damage is plus 24 when they get hardened spearmen. Hardened spearmen research is actually important against, at least fighting against cavalry. And there's a good amount of Ghazi Raiders. His age up was slow due to building the Bardic in the Sun in the center of the map. Town Center does get some good shots there. We also got Zunchnu in the field, which against the 2 range armor does do 2 damage per bolt. He gets +1 range armor being researched right now for Delhi Sultan, which will help count out the Zunchnu's. Make him do 50% less damage. He sees all these Ghazi Raiders and the Scout. So more More spearmen are needed. Dudley's now trying to mix in some archers, help engage those spearmen. And of course, with Tower of Victory, they do have improved attack speed. Ghazi Raiders more than being blown in field. He has 11 at the moment, which is a good number. Be honest, any number above 0 is probably a good number to have. Like villagers, any number above 0 villagers is a good number. Now I'm going to take time to torch on Vatican's Sun. Does take a bit of time. Vatican's Sun's hand cannoneer shot is a bit slow, but does hit pretty hard. He's able to punch the armor a little bit better than outposts. I honestly never know how many horsemen or Ghazi Raiders in this case takes the torch down Vatican's Sun without taking 2 severe losses, but he is pulling back his stuff one at a time. And thanks to the fact he does have not just Age 2 scholars, but Age 1 scholars, he can get them healed up. Zuchnews and Spearman trying to hope out. It may be better for the Zuchnews to actually get inside the Bardic Sun, because right now they do 3 damage per bolt. Inside the Bardic Sun, they get 3 damage per arrow, but much more safer. So I think it actually is a bit better to get them inside into the garrison. He does need +1 damage. That, of course, be grateful. And give him a plus 100% damage increase versus those Ghazi Raiders. Oh, and we've got the professional scouts now being utilized. Deer deposit. This one's being seized, so it's his deer deposit down here. He's already queued up the other deer deposits. Very nice. This deer deposit can't be stolen as well. I never know, since deer comes in groups of 7s, I never know if you should go for 3 scouts or for 4 scouts. 4 scouts will reduce number of trips. 3 scouts, honestly, just going for 6, grabbing 6 out of 7 deer is all still very good. You don't have to go for all 7. Now we've got some Deadly Sultan archers with increased attack speed. They're very nice to have. Zuchnews will be effective versus them. He still has a +1 armor. There's +1 damage there. A very critical upgrade for the Zuchnews. Whether it be if you're getting it before or after the range armor. Either way, very important. So we've got Spearman and Zuchnews. It's actually been a while since the last I've seen this composition. Don't really see Zuchnews all too often, but then again, I do cast replays that tend to be longer, so people be maybe a little bit less aggressive in H2. I can never tell. There's no way for me to tell what replays I cast just based on length. And I think shorter ones are more likely to be one-sided. Sacred Site now decaptured up here. Red has only 1 sacred site, giving 3 extra villages worth of gold income. Chinese player does, of course, have Song Dynasty, while only have the 1 town center. Does have plus 25% faster villager production. If I remember correctly as well, the tooltip says, oh, it provides plus 33 faster production. I don't think that's actually correct. Because if you think about it, it says the build time is 15 seconds. Base build time is 20 seconds. So if you were to think it this way, I'm trying to mathematically do that quickly, and 33% of 10 is, well, 3.3 times that by 2 for 20. So that should be a reduction by 6.6 seconds. So this should either say, depending on how rounding works, either should say 13 or 14 seconds if it's 33 faster production. But it says 15, so at least we believe it's 25% faster production instead. At least for villagers, it may actually affect military units differently. We do now have the siege engineers being researched by the Delhi Sultanate player. In fact, he has gotten that before the melee armor and damage. He does spot the steel deposit unclaimed, so Red now knows he can perhaps steal some venison. He only has 4 scouts in the field. This 1 scout is attached to this formation, just so he has, well, scouting. Snooze gets some good damage there. He's trying to build some walls with that archer. Scholar trying to claim this sacred site. He has 55 health remaining, 25. Yeah, he's not going to get it. Compound Defender now being researched, so he's not eyeing for House of Learning. I think House of Learning can give, combine that with the Tower of Victory. You get some very, very nice mana arms as the Delhi Sultanate, some of the best mana arms in the game. Does take a bit of damage there. These units taking a little bit of damage there, keeping Magenta at bay. Both sides have similar armory sizes. Magenta is slightly lower quality, but still similar quality nonetheless. Relic being picked up by Red, very nice. Chinese player has not aged on up. Combat Founder means he gets his village fortress researching immediately. Does take 5 minutes, however. At the current research rate, at least. He has to pull out Battering Ram there. Scholar trying to pick up this relic. Wait, oh, you can get a... I never knew that you can put a monk with a relic, or in this case, Scholar relic, inside of a Battering Ram. Actually, never knew that. Never tried it, though. They are technically classified as transports, so it makes sense. We do now have the Horseman Charge Rate 4, receive a massive volley there. It'll take a bit of time to get additional range armor. And those Gauzy Raiders just getting ripped apart. Spearmen, Zuchnews, there's too much there. The Scholar could... Nah, he won't be able to get the Wolo going. Battering Ram make it in circle. Does take out some of those villagers there. Red lost decent sizes army. Of course, he doesn't have really timing attacks. If he somehow does pull off a timing attack, his opponents are really far behind. It'd be another 40 seconds before his veteran archer research. Mangonel pulled in the field, very nice. Horseman getting some free damage there. We also got a very rare Chinese archer mixed on in. Chinese archer does go down. Vatican Sun damage, but alive, so it can still fire some hand cannoneer shots. That guy got shanked. I'm not sure what it was. It looks like a spearman. More of the wall is being finalized there. Veteran Zuchnu research. No veteran spearman just yet. Oh, that is long distance harvesting the deer deposit. I do not like to see that. Some of these villagers are also on the wrong side as well. Batarams, Magnos, good amount of siege weapons being pulled up by the Delhi Sultanate. He's also going for the War Elephant. It is classified as heavy, so we'll see bonus damage from crossbowmen as well as spearmen. He also knows he's fighting against a good number of spearmen. I don't think the War Elephant's a good idea. I can see the Tower Elephant. That will be very resilient and easier to keep alive. I don't think the War Elephant's a good idea at the moment. Palace Guard now being pulled in the field. Veteran Spearman almost complete for Magenta. Going for some basic economic research. Got a single granary on the field. There's stone deposit in the way. He may want to collect it. We got some Chinese crossbowmen on the employment field. There's a staggering 2 of them. 1 elephant deployment field. We've got a massive number of Delhi Sultanate archers as well. Elephants do have plenty of health, but I don't think their healthiness will become in play versus all those spearmen. You're also going for a compound defender, so can't get the the Maotao to research to make his elephants move faster, to stick in formation better. Keep now being pulled on the field. He does have village fortress almost complete, so this will be effectively another villager queue. Right, trying to be sneaky, trying to collect some of this gold up here. Second side still captured up there. Overall, seems like the Chinese economy. Actually, the Chinese economy, well, he does have more villagers. He, of course, doesn't have the economic research as well. In fact, Chinese players hardly touch the economic research, so the economies. Once these guys get sun building, we need to check the income per minute. It looks like Chinese economy is still doing quite well. Once these guys drop off a load, it's only a partial load. Maybe it's time for a bit of weapon placements? Not sure. Yeah, the economy's... Yeah, it looks like the Chinese economy is still better. Of course, a lot of room for improvement via research. A single bannerman push way forward and take out the Bardican Sun. This is pretty much a 5,000 health outpost. Scar does find some of these villagers. They're trying to bring back home the bacon. Oh, then again, no. Bacon's haram. The venison. War Elephant and Archer trying to stop the Palace Guard. Luckily, Palace Guard have less armor, so the Delhi Sultan archers can hit a little bit better. Bardican Sun goes down. Magenta did not bother protecting it. Army value is very similar, while Magenta does have a larger army size. Got multiple clock tower spring goals being pulled in the field. While these guys are not well protected at all, concealment is the first layer of defense. If I were to call another YouTuber I like to watch, Spookston, it does a lot of War Thunder stuff. He calls it the survivability onion. First layer is concealment, because if they don't know where you are, you can't be killed. For the most part. Depends which game. Games like War Game, Red Dragon, artillery is a good way to kill things you don't see. By the way, we've got Palace Guard in their distance. Red's now assaulting way forward. A single War Elephant to act as a battering ram. Has good number of spring golds poured out. That villager found the spring golds. Magenta only has 3 at the moment, and these are clock tower spring golds, so they take a lot more abuse, and plus there's a lot more of them. Magenta does not... Oh no, that's Delhi Sultan. They don't have clock tower variants. These are 3 clock tower variants, going for 2 more. So red should still be a win out. These clock tower variants can take a little bit more hits. Does take out 1 before it fires off another shot. Does take out 3 for 3, so equal trade, which means not good for Magenta. Mangonel's getting massive hits there, cleaving through these crossbowmen and Zunchnus. Got mass archers there. Does take out another Mangonel there. Does take out that spring gold. Take out the Mangonels actually made them the better option for Magenta, since that's the higher threat. That's the purpose of the Spring Gulls. Take out your opponent's important siege weapons, and those are the important ones. Because if he would have took out the Mangonels, then his opponent's Spring Gulls have had nothing to protect. And not like there's anything else for them to kill. Except that last Mangonel there. Red's army is at 100. It's at 60 versus an army of 42. Value's still favoring Red because he has a large number of elephants on the field. He also has some small safe wood deposits there. Plus this one's untouched. This one's completely consumed, barring some downed trees. Scholar healing up some of these war elephants now. And now the court architect research for the Delhi Sultanate. Of course, it will take a bit of time, as we all know. Let's see, how many villager queues does he have? There's appears to be the one keep at the moment. So he has 2 villager queues versus opponents. He's just the one town center, so Red will start catching up on villager numbers. Got a good number of archers here. Of course, he's a palace guard, which means less armor. Palace guards do find a good number of crossbowmen. Here comes the war elephants. These war elephants do have good amounts of armor. They have 5 melee armor at the moment. They get up to 6. That looks like a spot for a great gatehouse. Wait, there's a stone wall gate. That's the wrong type of gate. There's enough resources for a... What the... Okay. Why the great gate? Why the stone gate then? I'm just a little bit confused by that. Maybe there's some way you can use that to project the gatehouse somewhere to the side of it. I'm not exactly sure. Never really looked into the Great Gatehouse and what the stipulations on building it. Those attempting to repair up the Vatican of the Sun. Those just pretty much got trampled by those elephants. The Great Gatehouse hoping to really scoop this gold deposit, and sort of weird how it's also somewhat overlapping the gold deposit as well. So the Great Gatehouse may have a weird property where you can actually overlap things they shouldn't overlap. Since it's projected off the stone walls, it should be in the middle of stone walls, but since it's on the gate, I think the gate made it so it can punch over a little bit over the gold deposit. That's interesting. Can that make it also traversable underneath the thing? Hey, he's building the stone wall there. May cause some weird bug stuff. Could be classified as an exploit, but not a really huge gain right there, so I have no idea. It still may be a good idea to go for a second mining camp over here, just get a bit more coverage. Personally, I've never really been a big fan of people utilizing exploits. This, like I said, could be technically classified as an exploit, but the gains are minor, so it's fine enough. I also saw ended up being pulled in the field, giving some gunpowder elephants. Additionally, there's also traversable land up, or not land, walls up there, so you can get some good defensive bonus if they so choose. We're just trying to go for a keep here, which may help him protect that gold deposit. Very nice. He also went for a mining camp over here, which that mining camp was built before the gate. Keep. And the keep does become a drop-off point as well. 44 villager kills? Did Red really kill that many? I've not been paying attention to those archers. That can't be right. How did Red kill that many villagers? I've not been paying that close attention, but still. Has Red really killed that many villagers? I see a large amount of unoccupied farms there, so did that small group of archers come around and kill off that many villagers? I have not been paying attention to that. I was too more focused on the Great Gatehouse. So both players in Age 4, Chinese players dangerously low in villagers right now, I would say. Magenta may need to get a secondary town center going. This map also has the trade post in the corners of the map, so he could try supplementing in some traders as an alternative. Granted, Chinese traders don't have any improvements for them. They mostly get their improvements from the various villager dynasty effects, the ancient techniques research, as well as granaries, as well as pagodas, which Red has 4 relics, so pagoda's not really an option, except for one. Oops, my apologies, hit my microphone. Who knows, well, if you ever try to look at how many gunpowder elephants he has, take this number and divide it by 3, because it counts, it's a little bit bugged where it counts the guys in the load at the back of it in the garrison. And the hold, and as part of the numbers. And now we got additional towns over here, very good. He's still Song Dynasty. And I just want to say, oh, go Yuan Dynasty. He needs the more village production at the moment. And right now, Delhi Sultan has a massive resource float. And he's going for a very large number of elephants. His opponent, as each news can be useful, he's lacking also spearmen. He has an okay number of crossbowmen. Going for more crossbowmen. He has these number of palace guards roam the field, which will have trouble versus those war elephants. Of course, gunpowder elephants starting to be mixed on in as well. Villagers simply build some more outposts there. May be able to steal some berries. Oh, what did I hear? Did I hear the Force March being active there? I think that may have been Force March I heard activated. He ran straight into a wall. Not a brick wall, though. Elephants say hello to the keep. Yeah, that keep won't last all too long, to say the least. Yeah, one war elephant does take a significant amount of damage. All of them are falling back. They do, in fact, travel in herds. Oscar does find a decent number of villagers there. Of course, these villagers do move at a decent pace. Does get inside of the keep there, and that palace guard found some boiling oil on top of his head. Magenta does have good sized army right now. You got more gunpowder units being provided by Delhi's Sultan player. Chemistry is almost complete as well as incendiary arrows. So you must have 2 universities on the field. Does take a bit of damage there. Magenta's now eyeing for a keep here of his own. And there's not a lot of gold left there to contest with. It's also a good amount of gold still over here, so which Red's able to clean on up. Magenta's not claiming that gold deposit. Red's also going to take a swipe of this gold as well. Inspire does have Pyrotechnics Research. He is also going for more Zunschnus. Doesn't have better than Zunschnus. Going for Ancient Techniques will give him plus 8% collection rate at the moment. Does find some more villagers there. Got more villagers here, which more Palace Guard could intercept. Magenta has not really got a whole large number of villagers claimed. We do now have Imperial Palace going up. He's going for his Yuan Dynasty. Guess he's not taking time to get more villagers out. One's town center is not currently building as well, which has actually probably been an oversight. Needs to have village production. Magenta's now pushing way forward, has a good sized army. If Red can withstand the assault, he can easily counterattack and win. He has a massive float of resources, of all the resources, including over 1,000 stone. If Compound Defender, that's what, another 2 more keeps ready to be built. Of course, the Imperial Palace is actually going to be very nice right now. Red has villagers everywhere, so able to hunt down these villagers a little bit better. And just now trying to establish a keep here. This stone deposit only has 100 stone remaining. This one still has plenty of stone remaining. Spring Dolls here, unable to complete. Needs more population space. And some of these structures started to slowly torch on down. Got a decent number of elephants now pushing way forward. And now we do also have, what's this? Elite Ghazi Raider. I don't know why, I just didn't recognize the icon. Good to see on the Clock Tower Bombard. Does have 10 range, matches the range of the bomb or the cannon placement. Actually, no, slightly outranges this, so maybe with a micro, keep it at range. They're just now migrating out of there. Already stole all this stone. Found some boiling oil as well. Nice players in Yuan Dynasty. Not many villagers collecting up gold at the moment. Again, Magenta is not getting a whole lot of villager production. I wonder if he's cut all villager production at the moment. Oh, he's at PopCap, that's why. I have not been paying attention to population numbers. So he's at PopCap at the moment. He has a good number of hand cannoneers and crossbow. Crossbow need to focus down those war elephants. He is starting to gun down these Clock Tower Nest of Bees with his own gunpowder units. Good stutter steps away. Takes out his opponent's hand cannoneers. These tower elephants do have 14 range armor, which is quite significant, and they're not classified as heavy, so the crossbow will not do bonus damage against them. But Pyrotech is going to be very useful, which outranges these hand cannoneers in the back. Could have took out a couple of them, but did not. So you fall back and get some scholars to them. Finds another keep here. Now Chinese players out of gold. He needs to task more villagers on a gold mine, in which there's still 6 gold left there. It's probably a good idea to just task a handful of villagers back onto it. Another keep here, as well as trying to clean up the trees, looks like. It also does provide some protection for the trade post, so everyone's go for some traders. Magenta has a better posture on the field, but I feel like Red's in a much, much stronger position. In fact, he just needs some more stone, and he can go acquire Wonder. A lot more stone, because Wonders cost a lot of stone. The Great Palace of Agra, however you pronounce it, Does cost 4,000 stone, and there's basically not a lot of stone left on the map, so you have to buy it. Yeah, that's 100 stone. That's 200 stone, and magenta. That's basically magentas. Does have Tithe Barn. Got a good amount of elephants here, and a good number of scholars to heal and mend the flesh of these elephants. You may have increased attack speed and other benefits while in the healing state. The Imperial Palace does also act as a large lighthouse, so he's able to see this force move around. Villagers there, scholars say hi to the villagers. Villagers have to run away from those stampeding elephants. And there's a lot of keeps back here, so he's not going to be able to harass the economy all too well as well. Palace Guard trying to way forward. Not really a great item in that situation. He needs those necessities to focus on those scholars. He has a mass AoE healing there. Hand Cannoneers overall gains good fire support. Start to take out some of the war elephants. Hand Cannoneers are just in large numbers. He needs to focus fire down those units. I do think the Nessa Stretch tried to splash down the scholars. Overall, he did a good. Red has a couple of these gunpowder elephants creeping on forward. Overall, Magenta did a great job stop the stamping elephants. When you get a full army of at least some elephants charging at you, it's actually very hard to deal with them, even with counter units. Villagers now abandoning the granaries. Also got a pile of rubble there. Not stone, just rubble. Does have increased attack speed. Doesn't know if that affects the guys in the back. Maybe. Does not appear to affect the guys in the back, just the elephant itself. At least increased attack speed. But Red could eye for a wonder victory at this moment. Does do some drive-bys against these villagers. It reminds me of the old joke of let's go clunk, 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 bang, clunk, 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 clunk. And all of them is drive-by. But this Deadly Sultanate of the Amish drive-by. And now got more of these elephants pushing forward, this time with some cannon support. The Great Gatehouse does offer a pretty powerful placement here. But he's going to get hit pretty hard. Great Gatehouse does go down. There's also the regular Gatehouse you can destroy as well at it. University here, and looks like he's gotten not a whole lot of research, or really any. We also got a cannon placement here. Going to cause some issues for the nearby villagers if they ever get vision. Spearmen starting to go on down there. Got a good number of spearmen. Spearmen, hand cannoneers is probably a good combination. Hand cannoneers just always hit hard. They declare what they shoot at. They love to shoot at everything. And spearmen, of course, be a bit more of a designated counter. Keep receiving some fire. What's happening over here? God's Raiders do manage to creep on in. Has a handful of spearmen to engage them. He needs to rebuild some of these walls. Set up a brick of walls there. One bombard does go down. Elephants being pursued by these hand cannoneers. While these elephants don't go down, he does have siege works research, so these guys have 50 range armor. They can stand quite a beating from these hand cannoneers. Elite Spearman research on the way for Deadly Sultanate. That may be the last of all possible research available to them. a number of outposts here. And he does at least get everything ghosted and walled in. Bombard is slowly going down. God's Riders do find an opening there. He immediately gets that wall run in. I guess a handful of God's Raiders here. A couple of Palace Scars here to help defend. Not a whole lot. And looks like Magenta does not have elite army tactics. When we saw that University going down, he could really use elite army tactics at the moment. And Kinnear is being pursued by the God's Raiders. Very good. Gun powder elephants also advancing as well. Village is also aiding with the torching. And it's down to 60 villagers versus 133. And with how much... Actually, Red's actually pretty much out of gold at the moment. He needs to get out some more traders. And looks like Magenta is back in the game there. This Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Just give me one moment again. My apologies, I'm back. Probably have time. Maybe one, maybe two more replays, depending how long it is. I'm gonna find another player. Mine 13 days ago, so do for me if I can even look at them. Can't even look at them. Not familiar with this username, so I may have not cast any of these ones before. This name's probably a little bit too common to find either way. This name may be too common. No capital T. Let's try this one. Nope. Yep, yeah, that name's limit down. Name actually is quite common as well, but with the weird spelling, it's easy to identify. And we've got exposed replays. A little bit too short. Quite a bit too short. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the Cyan English of Cracky Alt and Stuff. Spawn top right side as the Magenta Japanese. We have Core with a lowercase o. Japanese cores do have improved berries via their hybridized berry wheelbarrow research. In this initially will make his berries collect up just as fast as sheep, if not slightly faster. Until then, he still get pathetically bad berry collection. Let's see, both gold deposits spawned up north from Magenta. Cyan does find some sheep there. There's also another berry deposit up here, the large one, with the deer deposit somewhat close by. Down south, we got boar and more deer there. Bit of gold, quite a bit of stone. So it looks like a bit of a balance of resources from Magenta, but I think expanding up leftwards would be best. Cyan. Both his deer deposits spawn up and left, but it is English, so there's a good chance he may not even touch even the close one. Berries are probably just not reusable. If he's collecting berries, either something on very right or very wrong. Down south, he does have, of course, quite a bit of gold and Pumbaa here. A little bit of stone, not a whole lot. So if he wants stone, he of course needs to clean up his natural. And go northwards. Abbey Kings will give him free king. In the Kura storehouse, Nothing Blown Field, which will give him some free farms. Big wave of sheeple there. Wait, that's a really early Daimyo Manor. Oh boy, I was not paying attention to that. He has already 4 villages on stone, so we got a fast Daimyo Manor, which does not slow down village production. Does give him cost 20 seconds. Also provides him a free villager, so it does not slow down village production whatsoever. Which he may be eyeing for fast stable for a fast bannerman. Because it's only heavy cavalry can get age 2. We also got the English player going for heavy amounts of stone, so he's eyeing for his own secondary town center. A bit of wood there. I think he's going for a bannerman. He also, no, he's going for a secondary town center. He's going straight for a secondary town center. Was it really necessary to go for the Daimyo Manor that early? Okay, he is going to eye for a stable, but doesn't have enough food for a bannerman. That's what, 250 resources, right? Yeah, 250 resources. That's a lot of food and gold, and he's not been getting that up. So, how many bannermen can he deploy out with that Daimyo Manor? Just the one. Oh yeah, I want to highlight this. I saw the +2. Got that mixed up with the actual +1 Daimyo Manor. Oops. Either way, Cyan's going to be clicking out another town center next to his natural gold deposit. And that will give him quite a bit of coverage for deployment of farms back here. The king does find a villager there. He's going for a load of gold, and that does get interrupted. But that will be barely enough for the bannerman. He has 1 coin to spare. So he can now still determine heads or tails with a coin flip with that 1 piece of gold, I think. Of course, he is getting some free farms while in the field. He has not even got the basic wheelbarrow / berry collection research going, so that's pretty unusual. We usually see that even in Dark Age, and if not very early Feudal Age. Usually during the age up itself. Deflection does absorb a shot there. King drawing some fire, does stab a villager. Gets another hit there. He may lose a villager. The other villagers did not save him, so 2 quick villagers down. If Daimyo Manor upgraded, does get the extra arrow, which will match power of the capital of the English town center. King's now falling back, getting his NHS health benefits. And this is, of course, the Abbey Kings provides even more health of regeneration, so that's probably NHS Scotland. I wonder if that's getting a little bit too political. I'm American. Even I know NHS Scotland's better than NHS. Of course, the secondary town center here. 2 million villagers to store inside the secondary town center. I wonder if it's going to go for the White Tower or the King's Palace. He's not collecting any more stone, but it's not uncommon to see triple town center as a composition, so either be a possibility, but I have a feeling that he's going to go for the White Tower. I'll give him some good defense, but also give us some good general production, ready to go for knight production. As it seems like it's pretty common right now, the English just use the White Tower to get extra knights going. There's level 1 wheelbarrow for the Japanese. I just try not to even try to pronounce some of these words because I have no idea how to pronounce any of these words. With that complete, his berries do collect up faster than farms. After all, the base collection rate of berries is either 0.66 or 0.67. Imagine just 2/3. Probably is exactly 2/3. Maybe not, depends how they rounded. Versus the base collection rate of sheep/farms is 0.75. So a 25% increase to 0.67 is... Yeah, that math is not exactly easy. Yeah, I can't do that math. I mean, I think it's like close, like if 25% of 50% is 0.125, so if we just round it up to 15 plus 0.15, that would be greater than 0.75 from 0.67. That's my offhand math. That's probably horrible, incorrect, but that's what I'm going with. So his berries will be collected up faster than farms and deer. It's also one reason why I always say the advanced berries that a lot of the Islamic civilizations get is really powerful, because I think the plus 30% collection rate makes it so the berries get collected very similar to even deer, which collect at 0.81. Now the wheelbarrow research, and the White Tower now being researched as well. So he's going for the White Tower. He is putting between his two town centers, so that'll give him a lot of extra villager storage in that region. Another round of farms back here. He also got he is going for a basic round of walls there as well. King's at full health. Look at this berry deposit here. This large berry deposit is way up north. Golden Gate is being researched as well. And his first, Yoshiro, is going straight for the stable. That will allow him to get out some mounted samurai pretty quickly. English player has a knight now being in the build queue at the White Tower. The Yoshiro will make this into a ×3 stable. No, it's actually plus 150% production speed. I thought it was 200. That must have been changed in one of the previous patches. Either way, this is now a 2.5 stable. 14 seconds as opposed to these knights 20 seconds. Scout and knights moving around. More mounted samurai push way forward, not knights. Man, samurai are basically the same as knights. They usually cost 10 more resources and they get the deflection ability, which can be very, very powerful. Just when fighting against heavier units such as the knights. I see a 230 health, 1.5 attack speed, 24 base damage. As opposed to knights, 24 damage, 230 health, 1.5 attack speed. So they're basically identically the same, barring the deflection. Monk receiving massive damage. He will go down. Good chance some of these English knights may go down as well. They're getting way outnumbered. Now got level 2 blacksmith research on the way for the Japanese player. The Sakura storehouse is already at the point where it is collecting up wood instead of pulling out any additional farms. Got another Yoshiro here. Can't put the Yoshiro in the building twice. Knight and King push way forward. Building a farm from the White Tower. It's actually lacking a little bit of real estate back here. Oh, what is that? I never seen this before. I never seen this bug. Most time people don't build mills at the edge of the map, but apparently it really bugs out with That's sort of funny. Apparently, I don't know how to describe that. I don't know how that as a bug exists. That makes, honestly, the more I think about it, the more it makes no sense. Yeah, I have no idea how that bug happens. Funny, it packs nothing. So it's probably no big rush to fix that. I don't know how I've never seen that before. I think because people don't deploy mills at the edges of the earth. Got a good number of mounted samurai here, and a bannerman to support them out. Scout here to spot as well. More crossbowmen would be a good idea. Currently is deploying the more knights at the White Castle. Or White Tower, not White Castle. No, actually I've only been to a White Castle once or twice before in my life. I just don't ever live near one. Monk and villager push the way forward. Monk here. Another Daimyo Manor or Daimyo Palace now researched. Shogunate Castle does cost 1,200 resources, 1,200 stone, which is quite a bit. Villager does go down there. Survival techniques now has been researched. One villager does go down. Nice little pick there. Of course, the king can mend up his buddy. Trying to hunt down some more of these deer. Very nice. The king doesn't have great damage nor attack speed. Does have a bit more health than normal. No blacksmith research right now for the English player. Going for textiles now. On for a line of palisade walls there. Mounted samurai here. The knight does charge, does take out that one. We got a number of hardened spoon for the English player as well. English player does have a slight village advantage. Magenta has killed off 4 villagers, or no, Science killed off 4 villagers. Magenta only killed off the 1. I guess we do have a 3rd town center. Nope, just so there's 2 town centers bought by blue. Angashima Gunsmith now being researched or being deployed on the field by Magenta, which can give you access to the unique Kankanyu, the Otsu, which is a ranged heavy gunpowder unit, so it does receive bonus damage from crossbowmen. Remember that. I don't think it has any additional armor as well. Can't remember though. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Knights being pursued. And we've got the Berkshire Palace being established in the center of the map. That is a very powerful position to it. As much as I'm biased towards the Wormguard Palace for unique units, Berkshire Palace on this map is very useful since this map tends to be a bit laney. Knight could find some of these villagers. He's almost dead. Does slice one villager there before going down. And now the Berkshire Palace is complete. Enclosures being researched immediately, which makes sense. There's Tangashima Gunsmith there. I don't know why. This icon there, I know it represents the free ones that you can get out. But that icon to me seems like to me it should be like auto-produced. I don't know why. Shouldn't it, if it's going to cost supply, shouldn't have the supply icon right there? That would make more sense, because that looks like just auto-produced. Maybe at one point in time in the development of the Japanese, it was going to be like auto-produced units. Can't say for sure. Elite Mounted Samurai is actually a pretty rare research. You don't really see Elite Mounted Samurai all too often. I mean, he has still a good number in the field. He's continuing building them. He always transitioned to other units later on. Of course, got some of the free Shinto priests on the field. Science not straightforward. No siege engineers. Quickly follow some battering rams. This town center is not a daimyo manor as well, so it is very, very vulnerable. And he may open up the Shinto shrines to grab some relics if he had some monks nearby. Relics dropped in the field. It looks like actually Magenta had every single relic on the... I didn't realize that as well. Do now have the Domaru armor. Increases the Mounted Samurai's move speed by 10% while deflective armor is active. Nice to have, but not really critical. Helps just repositioning. And perhaps charging. Daimyo Manor now complete, giving plus 1,000 health and a basic arrow attack. No Shogunate Castle here though for the rocket attack. At the Elite Crossbowman and Elite Spearman research is very nice. Sign has a massive army on the field, but Magenta has a higher quality. Boar now being seized. The boar does gore a villager, however. Swing up villagers. Some of these villagers may go down, but they do escape from the shrubbery, so they're just going to stay alive. And I want to chop down that tree. First that exposes, removes the shrubbery. Villagers, oh, all that force is getting wiped down out. Society's army is split, and these guys are very high quality. They quickly take out even their counter units quick enough. Now there's Elite Crossbowman, Elite Spearman, and Elite Crossbowman both research. Got some of the priests here. Shinto Shrine has one relic on the inside of it at the moment. I believe the Mounted Samurai here are enough. We do have a Revolquin deployed on the field. That may have been a free one. I don't see the Otsu yet, so that must be a free Revolquin. Very nice. There's a good number of crossbowmen here. He's not micro at the moment. The king is dead. He does also have the Elite Ono Bugishas on the field, or however you pronounce their name. The Longbone will be useful against them. Crossbowman and Spearman will both be useful here. More man-at-arms research now on the way. He's maybe eyeing for some man-at-arms, just general deployment. Be a lot more beefier than the Spearmen. Allows Crossbowmen get more work done. Now we've got Daimyo Palace deployed in the field as well. Going for double Daimyo Palace, so gotten 2 arrows now. Of course, the capital does have 3 arrows. Part of me believes that the one thing that the Daimyo Palace should also offer is more garrison space. As with Daimyo Manor, like for regular town center, go from 8 to 10, maybe to Daimyo Palace from 8 to 12, and then maybe with the Shogunate Castle get up to 15. Would affect the capital as well. Good number of barracks. So we're going to be very useful. It's also mixing some man-at-arms. Has 47 spearmen, which is very nice. Sign's almost a pop cap, but his quality of his army is not that great. Spearman push along the flanks. The stone deposit is almost completely cleaned on up. I'm pretty sure that was a gold deposit there that's completely cleaned on up. Now this gold deposit already been touched, and this gold deposit has been somewhat touched. We also got some of the Yoshiros inside the shrines. Of course, that has been nerfed as lumber camps and farmhouse do provide more of their corresponding resources. But gold is still gold. Onobushigas are very high damage. Looks like he does have Odo tactics researched. Not only these Onobushigas have higher damage than Spearmen, they also have much higher attack speed. 0.9 versus 0.88, so the more fast, twice as fast attack speed. So yeah, Longbowman could be a very useful item to mix on in right there. Incendiary is not being researched. Could be useful for his crossbow to say the least. I didn't see this force before, but looks like there's Spearman being overwhelmed by the Mounted Samurai. Some of the Mounted Samurai goes on down, but looks like more of the Spearmen went down. Yep, looks like only 2 Mounted Samurai for all those Spearmen. Signs up straightforward. Has a good number of crossbow, does dodge the Mangonel shot. Sign has a bombardier, but needs some spring gold. Berkshire Palace can also pull out some spring gold for him. Berkshire Palace have been mainly targeted the bombardier, very nice. Main arms push forward. Missing some blacksmith. Nope, he has all the blacksmith research. He looks like he's missing armor clad. Nope, he's missing pretty much all the blacksmith research. Almost everything. That is huge. Missing all that research. And it does more quickly apply with the incendiary arrows as well. He does have network citadels, giving greatly increased attack speed. That's what's allowing him to really hurt these Mounted Samurais and push way forward. The wall can take some damage. It has no inherent range armor, but does have 10 melee armor. So got ripped apart by the Berkshire Palace, very good. Mounted Samurai so push way forward. Spearmen just need to be a general aim move forward. Some Onobushigas engaging some of the reinforcements. But Magenta's high quality right now is just having break on through. He has all the blacksmith research bar on the range armor, or range damage. White Tower would be very useful for protection. Doesn't have any weapon placements. Going for some hand cannoneers. I think at this point in time, crossbow would be a little bit more cost effective. He's not a pop cap, so doesn't have to worry about population effectiveness. He just needs cost effectiveness. More Spearmen just being reinforced. Good number of samurai are almost dead, so they can quickly be disintegrated. But right now, Science is having trouble deploying out any sort of military force in the field. Going for a spring bomb placed in the White Tower. Sega Site's been decaptured. And Samurai still here in pretty good numbers. Now more of the Bugashal is now being pulled in the field. White Tower and the capital is providing some good fire support, however. Some Spearmen going on down. Spearmen and Mounted Samurai push way forward. We have a peep up here. Does see villagers. Sign does have less villagers at the moment. And Magenta does have all the relics, and the Yoshiros will provide quite a bit extra income as well. All the Sega sites have been decaptured, now slowly being recaptured. White Tower is taking severe damage. And signed us back to the game now. This Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on the next replay. I probably have time for one more replay tonight. I'm starting to feel my voice starting to go out. Can't find any more plays. Let's see. That was that one there. Already cast this map a little bit, and the English, Japan, and Japanese. I just did that. I'm not in the mood for that. Let's try to, and everything else seems not available. Previous patch. Let's see if we can't find a one puppy paw. We will find some puppy paws. A little bit short there. 2 seconds, perfect. 21 minutes, a little bit on the shorter side, but it is Mongols and Byzantines. But I haven't cast any of that today. We cast both of those today. I'm half tempted to do the Mongols and Byzantines. Let's do the Mongols versus Byzantines. It's a little bit shorter, but civilization I just simply have not touched today. Mongols are already pretty rare. Greetings everyone, Angrade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side is the orange Byzantines. We have one puppy paw. Spawn on top left side, we have, as pink Mongols, we have Jif Music. And he has Boaz Town Center over here. That's not in the aura of the possible Ovo. Let's cut this wood. I wonder, is he going to pull out an Ovo and pasture? I feel like he's going to do Ovo into pasture. He's fucking. Oh, he's going for that Ovo first. Sorry, I completely missed. I was like, where's all that wood going? So he's going for a spearman. Does spot the scout there. He does stab a sheeple. Magenta has a decent amount of sheep there as well. So, or pink. Both of them had 9. Make that 8 and versus 9. Got the town center there. Does find an arrow. Imperial Hippodrome being plotted in the field, which is actually a bit more the rarer landmark. When it comes to mercenaries, you got some mercenary Royal Knights and mercenary horse archers. Unlike he's going to scare up this one, but mercenary Magadai is one of the best things to go for the Royal Hippodrome, Imperial Hippodrome, because plus 4 damage on those guys is just absurd. We got Spearman push way forward. It will not interrupt the age up. We'll deposit over here, so he could harass it a little bit. Does have 2 villagers here. Finds a berry deposit. Does not see the Grand Winery. Maybe he's wondering, did he catch him before the age up? But that's simply not the case. Got a bit of wood being collected on up. Probably for some horsemen. I don't think the spearman rush is going to be all that useful at the moment. Going for our 5th spearman, so get that outpost fully garrisoned. Gear are pushing pretty far forward. I'm not sure what that gear is going to be eyeing. I have really no idea. He does have the town center next to a gold deposit, and he's close enough to the woods, so he doesn't necessarily need a gear immediately. Has a good number of sheeple. Your Hippodrome still being built. Those just being tasked onto the sheep back at home. I see the shepherd's hook. Taking time to take out these sheep. Of course, the Khan's damage at this age is 2, not great. Mongol players are very far from aging up, almost has enough gold to age on up. Sheep have a staggering 12 health, so it takes 6 arrows from the Khan and Dark Age to take out 1, which makes sense. Byzantine players going for a pair of horsemen. Of course, we've got spearmen inside that outpost there. Silver tree being researched. Green post in a decent location, so we'll pass by the capital for a bit of protection there, but of course be very exposed. And Explorators, I think that also does affect hitting traders. It says increased damage versus workers, not looking sure. It's a pretty cheap upgrade, so you can perhaps get it researched. Mongol Spearman does find a nice stab there. You may need to cancel that cistern. He needs to throw 1 torch on the cistern so it gets the bounty onto it. Got an archer here, but getting stabbed quite a bit. Spearman need to focus on that archer. Another horseman here. This archer just needs to be a move forward. Using some of these archers there. The silver tree is now fully built and packed on up and gonna be shipped on out. Now veteran spearman research as well as double broad axe for the Mongol player. Going for a stable here. I have a bit of stability in his life. Keshiks will be a good counter to the horsemen. Honestly, horsemen are not bad against horsemen. Does spot the silver tree there. We got a ×2 catch now being put on field. We'll start slowly torching down the silver tree. Of course, the torch attack, I believe, can be fired while moving, hence why they're able to track it pretty nicely. Spearman now trying to rotate around to protect it. Does have the hardened spearman research. In my opinion, it's always a good idea to have spearmen next to the start and end point of your trade routes, just to ensure they don't get raided. Does get some damage there, not a whole lot at the moment. Horseman can separate from the scout there. Horsemen do move faster. Of course, scouts move faster than spearmen as well. Got a Keshiks, now 3 Keshiks in the field. Keshiks do move standard heavy cavalry movement speed. Keshiks pushing a little bit too far forward. Does take a bit of damage. Does use the movement speed arrow to get them out of there. Does rotate around, try to hit those horsemen. Does like the Triumph ability. So now these guys do hit very hard. 13 damage. We may lose that 1 Keshik there. More Keshiks push way forward. Triumph does last for a bit of time. Does not lose that Keshik at the moment. Does take out the Keshik there. This Keshik could go down as well. Does take out some of these horsemen. These horsemen are a little bit idle. And Keshiks, when they start brawling, they can start doing some good work against those horsemen. scouting falcon has been pulling a field. Picking up some more of these berries. Don't see a mercenary camp on the field just yet, so just stockpiling his olive oil. Nice thing about olive oil is, or the golden tower is probably going to likely age up to that. You can actually establish a mercenary camp next to trading post, and you get those mercenaries there. In fact, I think it would be best for him not to go for any of these attacks and actually go for the mercenary camp next to the trading post there, which could grant him either free horse archers or free royal knights. Both would be incredibly useful. He is going for the Western mercenary contract. Nope, he's going for the Eastern mercenary contract, so perhaps get some Keshiks to engage the Keshiks. Those who take out some of the Mongol villagers there. It's very hard to keep Mongol villagers alive. Spearman looks in patrol move. Finds a good volley there onto these horsemen. One trader's a little bit exposed here, providing 76 gold per trip for the moment. But if he gets squeezed out one more trader, he has Silk Road level 1. And which of course gives him a little bit extra food or wood. I forget which one it was. Yeah, level 2 will give you the other one. I think it's food, then wood, then more gold. Byzantine players now pulling out some Keshiks. I do still believe the mercenary royal knights would be better, a lot more heavier, and I think a lot more cost effective. Right now, Orange secured off 6 villagers, took out a trader there. Khan trying to pursue this horseman, who does have Triumph active. Ketch's push way forward, getting ripped apart here. Ketch is not doing all too well, plus we got some Byzantine Ketch on the field with the Triumph ability active. And Triumph just really does help out all the mercenary Mongol units. Both the Magadai, because they have absurdly high attack speed, and the Keshiks also have higher attack speed than other heavy cavalry, so it really does affect them as well. I swear, the better play to play Mongols is to play Byzantines. As well as Absid. That does affect the traders, so he does get a little bit extra gold there. He's in patrol move there. Byzantine Keshiks trying to torch down that outpost. Mongol Keshiks trying to rotate around, hit that one, does take it out. Boar has been aggravated. And the thing is, if he just lets that boar live, that means Pink can't collect off the boar unless he kills it himself. More Keshiks being put on the field. He has 10 on the field at the moment, which is a good number. He's getting out some spearmen. This may be enough Keshiks to engage Pink's army. Right now, Orange does not really have any counter to the heavy cavalry. Keshiks engaging the Keshiks. Horsemen transport them out. Right now, Pink's Keshiks seem like they're doing a little bit better, but it looks like they're all disintegrating pretty quickly. He does have +1 damage. Montclair does have +1 range. Neither side has any other effects, so basically +1 damage, +1 range that completely cancel themselves out. Triumph is activated as well, in which the Triumph does also get more charges if your cavalry gets more kills, if I remember correctly. I forget exactly how it affects it. And over these archers, they've not been killed off, and Keshiks don't have a whole lot of health. They get focused on pretty quickly by these ranged units. I always need a reminder, because you don't really see the Imperial Hippodrome all too often. Consumes all supply points, get +4 damage, which is massive. 10% move speed, nice to have. Health regen by +2. In combat as well, health regen. Each supply point increases duration by 1, maximum 45 can be collected. I thought, oh, here we go. Comes with 10 supply points, generates 1. More points are earned by killing enemy units. So just regardless, I think you get 1 supply point per kill. I don't know exactly how it affects it, but in theory, it sounds like every time you make a kill, you get +1 supply point. So give you a nice little kill chain. That makes the Byzantine horsemen punch well above their weight in those fights. They do attack slower than Keshiks, but they do cost a lot less than Keshiks. And their health difference between the two are not too terribly high. Horsemen have 125 health, Keshiks have 145 health. We're just going to try to take out some of these villagers here. We have, and still got these horsemen here just constantly harassing these traders. One reason why I always say the silver tree is a double-edged sword. It is so easy to punish. The Mongol player just needs to build a constant amount of spearmen. And you can see here, these horsemen went to the base here. If he would have kept a spearman nearby, he could have had a nice little garrison force there to help protect his trade, because he's been targeting the endpoints. He also been trying to go for these deer, not really been successful. Right now the Mongol player does have more civilians field. Cistern the first hill, that is actually surprising. Not going the golden horn, which is basic default. I think the Cistern the first hill is only useful if you go for cataphracts. So mercenary royal knights and Keshiks could be very useful for that as well. Orange trying to fall back. Triumph can get some good health regen. I don't know how much Triumph he has at the moment. 17 charges, so that will give him 17 seconds worth of Triumph. $17 seconds times 2 would give him 34 health per horseman. And with the system first hill, it will also give him massive health regen on certain units as well. So he's going to have a very durable army with Triumph and the... what's it called? Thank you for the... that must be a YouTube description. I really need to make those different sound effects. Horsemen and Knights, or Keshiks before, does take out the trader there. Mongol village trying to attempt to collect up berries. They have no advantages to collect up berries. It's a really bad food source for them. And there's Triumph there. Ugh. Does kick out horsemen there. And there's the veteran mercenary contracts. The veteran horsemen probably still are soon to be researched. He's going to go for cataphract style. May not be on deploy out morning horsemen. So it'd be a good idea to go for a handful of horsemen. Doesn't even need to get veteran horsemen, honestly. You're just going to try to raid traders. There's also no outposts here for improved movement speed for his traders, which will help increase income and also provide good, better defense for them. And garrison space for them. Yeah, Pilgrim's Blast. 25 health regen per second for 6 seconds. That's almost a full heal for most units. That'll be 150 health. Won't fully heal Keshiks, but if they don't fully heal Keshiks, they are severely wounded. Cataphracts can make it much more usage of it. That's why I think it's better to go for cataphracts with that. Because you can see here, they have a massive health pool. He's activated a flask on this one now. Don't see an icon up there, which may be an oversight. Of course, that's just getting way too overwhelmed. Cataphracts do also have a good attack speed, same attack speed as Keshik, so Triumph does equally affect them, barring the cost of them. And not like a wild mass number of them. We're going for Keshik Cataphract, seems like a good composition. You got a mass-produced heavy cav to go along with the actual heavy cav. These structures are, of course, being torched on down. Prototype now being pulled on field. He's going to have to use as defense emplacement. More of these traders going to get hit. Yovo has been redeployed over here. Has a good number of pastures at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also see a couple pastures not fully constructed. Actually, that's just rubble. Trader here may go down. He does have the Kurultai here for defense. This may give him some room to breathe. But now his trade's getting intercepted. Got a Cataphract here, or a Keshik, a veteran Keshik engaging a veteran Keshik over here. There's like a Triumph, and he will be just fine. Or a Flask. The Flask will probably be the best way to make him guarantee to win that fight. Arch Pushway 4 does activate the speed arrow there. Maybe better to go for the defense arrow. Couple Spearmen mixed on in for the Mongol player. Kurultai providing some good health regen. I think Triumph is active. He has a massive 25 seconds of Triumph. Heavy Cavern taking some Flask there. Gave him massive health regen. So he will hold the line and break on through. Defense was better than offense for the offense. And the Mongol player does back the game. This is Anchorage saying thank you for watching, and on the next replay. And that is what's going to be it for tonight. My voice is starting to go out a little bit. Don't want to push it too hard.